I'm counting the pulsars like beads on a string, waiting for whatever the morning might bring. The galaxy shivers in a blanket of blue, and I'm sending a radio signal to you.
Veglio nell'ombra di un cielo infinito,
cercando il senso di un sogno smarrito. The planets are orbiting ancient regrets, while the sun in the distance quietly sets.
Suspended in vacuum,
drifting in space,
looking for mercy in a cosmic embrace.
Starlight vigil, the watch of the lonely eye,
across the vast plains
of the indigo sky.
A shimmering promise in a canyon of black,
guiding the traveler who's never coming back.
Starlight vigil,
the patience of a dying sun,
knowing the journey
has only begun.
Le costellazioni scrivono il mio nome, senza sapere il quando ed il come. I am the keeper of the celestial gate, negotiating the terms of my fate.
I'm wearing a suit made of stardust and chrome, trying to find a way to navigate home. The nebula whispers a secret or two about the connections between me and you.
Suspended in vacuum,
Drifting in space,
looking for mercy in a cosmic embrace. Starlight vigil, the watch of the lonely eye,
across the vast plains
of the indigo sky.
a shimmering promise in a canyon of black.
Guiding the traveler who's never coming back. Starlight vigil,
The patience of a dying sun
knowing the journey.
has only begun.
Luce lontana,
Shine through the void,
l'universo ascolta.
our spirit is void.
We are the atoms of the stars.
No, watch, wait, be.
Starlight vigil, the watch of the lonely eye,
Across the vast plains,
of the indigo sky.
a shimmering promise in a canyon of black.
Guiding the traveler who's never coming back. Starlight vigil, the patience of a dying sun,
Knowing the journey has only begun. The orbit continues, endless night, starlight, vigil. The grease paint is drying on my tired skin, watching the final act slowly begin. The bouquet of roses is starting to wilt between the devotion and the secret guilt.
Le luci si spengono, il palco è deserto. Il segreto dell'anima è ormai scoperto.
The echoes of clapping are ghosts in the air, while I offer the heavens my ultimate prayer.
One final breath before we depart, leaving the imprint of a bleeding heart.
Last ovation, the thunder of 1,000 hands,
crossing the borders
of the spirit lands.
A final salute to the joy and the grief.
The ending is sudden, the moment is brief. Last ovation, the sunset of a long career,
drowning the sorrow and the bitter fear. Ho dato ogni fibra, ogni goccia di cuore in questo teatro di immenso splendore.
The journey was rugged, the mountain was steep. Now I have promises of silence to keep. I unlace my corset and kick off my shoes, with nothing to win and with nothing to lose.
The stage door is open, the alley is cold, but I'm carrying fire that will never grow old. One final breath before we depart, leaving the imprint of a bleeding heart.
Last ovation, the thunder of 1,000 hands,
crossing the
borders of the spirit lands.
A final salute to the joy and the grief.
The ending is sudden, the moment is brief. Last ovation, the sunset of a long career,
Drowning the sorrow
and the bitter fear. digital goddess in a silicon cage, updating the legend for a cynical age. My nectar is plastic, my lightning is code. I'm the motherboard on a dangerous road.
Un antico guerriero in un mondo d'acciaio, dove la verità si nasconde in un guaio. The stone becomes data, the blood becomes ink, standing on the edge of a virtual brink.
The old gods are sleeping in the wiring today, while the new ones are teaching us how to play.
Modern myth,
the fable of the neon spark,
lighting
the tunnels of the urban dark.
a story of glory in a city of chrome.
Finding a temple in a place without a home.
Modern myth,
The legend of the now, taking the stage and taking the
le statue di marmo hanno cuori di vetro, mentre il futuro non guarda mai indietro. I'll carve my saga on the side of a skyscraper before the reality turns into vapor.
I'm Medusa in denim, I'm Venus in heels, feeding the engine and turning the wheels. My tragedy is streaming in high definition, the ultimate version of a human ambition. The old gods are sleeping in the wiring today, while the new ones are teaching us how to play.
Modern myth,
The fable of the neon spark, lighting the tunnels of the urban dark.
a story of glory in a city of chrome.
Finding a temple in a place without a home.
Modern myth,
The legend of the now, taking the stage and taking the ball.
Olimpo di cemento,
We are the icon,
il sacro tormento,
breaking the silence.
believing the legend. Legend, new age, modern myth. Modern myth,
The fable of the neon spark, lighting the tunnels of the urban dark.
a story of glory in a city of chrome.
Finding a temple in a place without a home.
Modern myth,
The legend of the now, taking the stage and taking the ball. History is written, the myth survives.
modern
Myth, modern myth. Gondolas gliding through a liquid street, where the salt and the history bitterly meet. I'm wearing a mask with a beak made of gold, buying the rumors that the merchants sold.
L'acqua riflette le luci del ponte, un orizzonte che bacia la fronte. The canals are the veins of a stone-hearted city, drowning in beauty and starving for pity.
The tide is rising against the old walls as the spirit of the Adriatic calls.
Venetian night,
A carnival of the ghosts,
where the island
is both the guest guest and the host.
A labyrinth of marble and emerald waves,
Rising from the depths of the watery graves.
Venetian night,
The fog on the Grand Canal.
the final scene of a
Dark festival.
Sento il sospiro dei doghi defunti, mentre i ricordi rimangono giunti.
The palaces lean like they're trying to sleep, safe in the secrets that the silk tends to keep.
I'm lost in a plaza of pigeons and rain.
Trading my sanity for a little disdain.
The bells of San Marco are tolling for me.
Echoing out to the open Adriatic Sea.
Tide is rising against the old walls as the spirit of the Adriatic calls.
Venetian night, a carnival of the ghosts, where the island is both the guest and the host.
A labyrinth of marble and emerald waves,
Rising from the depths of the watery graves.
Venetian night,
The fog on the Grand Canal.
the final scene
Of a dark festival.
Sink or swim, baby! Venezia muore, rinasce.
The water is cold.
La storia non tace.
Submerge the Drift, sink, mask, mist.
Venetian night,
A carnival of the ghosts,
where the island is both
the guest and the host.
a labyrinth of marble and emerald waves.
Rising from the depths of the watery graves.
Venetian night,
The fog on the Grand Canal.
the final scene of a
Dark festival.
The city is drowning.
Into the lagoon.
Venetian night, might.
Suffocated by the weight of a million stairs, climbing up the ladder of unanswered prayers. I'm a portrait of a lady in a frame of gold, keeping all the stories that were never told.
Il vuoto rimbomba dentro le mie vene, un grido prigioniero delle sue catene. The echoes of the canyon are my only friend.
Waiting for a message that you'll never send. The air is thin and the pressure is high, watching the words fall down from the sky. Silent scream, the thunder of a quiet heart,
Tearing the fabric of the world apart.
a sonic explosion that nobody can hear,
Drowning the doubt and the paralyzing fear.
silent scream,
Vibrating in the deepest well.
breaking the heavy and the invisible spell.
Labbra serrate contro un vento gelido, cerco un segnale in un mondo invalido.
refuses to speak, holding the secrets that the seekers see. I'm screaming in the basement of a crowded club, rubbing the salt into every open stub. My throat is aching from the lack of sound, but I'm screaming louder than the underground. The air is thin and the pressure is high, watching the words fall down from the sky. Silent scream, the thunder of a quiet heart,
tearing the fabric of the world apart.
a sonic explosion that nobody can hear,
Drowning the doubt and the paralyzing fear.
silent scream,
Vibrating in the deepest well,
breaking the heavy and the invisible spell.
ascolta il mio
Silenzio, can you hear the frequency?
It's the sound of the song, breaking free.
Deafening,
Quiet,
loud,
vibe.
silent scream, the thunder of a quiet heart,
Tearing the fabric of the world
a
apart.
sonic explosion that nobody can hear,
Drowning the doubt and the paralyzing fear.
silent scream,
Vibrating in the deepest well,
breaking the heavy and the invisible spell. The echo fades,
nothingness.
silent scream. Ancient whispers haunting marble corridors of time. I trace the shadows where the silver ivy climbs. Hollow kingdom waiting for a spark of light to pierce the veil of this everlasting night.
Il vento porta memorie di un'età d'oro. Il mio respiro cerca un sentiero nel decoro.
The dust of centuries settles on my weary brow. I call the spirits to witness our
Solemn vow. Through the canyons of the lost and found,
We are lifting rhythm from the frozen ground.
eternal echo,
The resonance of burning stars
healing the jagged edges.
of our ancient scars.
A symphony that never fades into the gray.
We hold the sun before it slips away.
Eternal echo,
Vibrating through the bones of earth,
giving the silent universe
a grand rebirth.
Le montagne cantano la gloria del passato. Un cuore fiero che non è mai stato domato. portal.
I stand upon the precipice of destiny's edge, writing our names upon the sacred granite ledge.
I'll dance upon the ruins in a dress of gold,
telling the secrets that the prophets never told.
My neon pulse matches your operatic soul.
Two broken halves finally becoming whole.
Through the canyons of the lost and found,
we are lifting rhythm from the frozen ground. Eternal echo, the resonance of burning stars,
healing the jagged edges
of our ancient scars.
A symphony that never fades into the gray.
We hold the sun before it slips away. Eternal echo, vibrating through the bones of earth,
Giving the silent universe
a grand rebirth.
gravity yields to the power of the high crescendo.
Drowning the world in a passionate movement.
Higher, ancora.
The walls are crumbling, the ceiling is the sky.
Resonate, vibrate,
Never die.
eternal echo.
The resonance of burning stars.
Eternal echo.
The resonance of burning stars.
A symphony that never fades into the grave.
We hold the sun before it slips away. Eternal echo, vibrating through the bones of earth,
Giving the silent universe
a grand rebirth.
the sound remains.
Forevermore. Echo, 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 echo. I walk the wooden planks of history tonight, bathed in the glare of a blinding ultraviolet light.
My sequins reflect the ghost of every tragic queen,
Living a drama that is felt but never seen.
Il sipario si alza sul mare di volti, segreti profondi nei cuori raccolti. The dust of the theater is the air that I crave, from the cradle of art to the edge of the grave.
Bow to the altar of the crimson floor. Wait for the signal behind the iron door.
Sacred stage,
Where the mortal becomes divine,
drinking the essence of the
sacramental wine.
a temple of wood,
A cathedral of sound,
lifting battito di un tamburo lontano. Tengo il destino stretto nella mia mano. I am the anchor in the middle of the storm, where the ancient myths begin to take their form.
I'll bleed for the critics, I'll die for the fans, building an empire with my bare shaking hands. This platform is holy, this moment is fierce. Let the high tenor of our longing pierce.
Bow to the altar of the crimson flow. Wait for the signal behind the iron door.
Sacred stage, where the mortal becomes divine,
Drinking the essence of the
sacramental wine.
a temple of wood,
A cathedral of sound,
lifting our spirits.
from the cold hard ground. Sacred stage, the ritual has just begun. Under the spotlight, brighter than the sun,
In questa luce
we find our truth,
la voce grida,
eternal youth.
the audience vanishes, only the soul remains. The pulse, the sweat, the blood, the glory.
Sacred stage, where the mortal becomes divine,
Drinking the essence of the
sacramental wine.
a temple of wood,
A cathedral of sound,
lifting our spirits.
from the cold hard ground. Sacred stage, the ritual has just begun. Under the spotlight, brighter than the sun.
The curtain falls slowly,
Final breath,
applause and
stage. Sharp edges cutting through the fabric of the night, reflecting the colors of a flickering light. I'm a mosaic of a billion different pieces, where the pain begins and the logic ceases.
frammenti di sogni sparsi sul pavimento.
Ogni pezzo è un grido nel vento,
I walk on the shards with my feet bare and red.
remembering every single word that you said.
Nothing is solid, nothing is quite what it seems.
Gliding through the wreckage of our shattered schemes.
Broken glass,
A prism of a thousand lies, underneath the surface where the spirit dies.
cutting like a diamond, shining like a blade.
Watching the beauty and the memory fade. Broken glass, the debris of a fragile world, into the vacuum of the chaos told.
Lo specchio riflette un volto che non conosco.
Un'ombra smarrita in un fitto bosco.
I try to rebuild what was taken away,
but the sand is shifting in the heat of the day. I'm wearing a necklace of jagged debris, trying to find the girl I used to be. Smash the windows and let the cold air in. Let the reconstruction of the heart begin. Nothing is solid, nothing is quite what it seems. Gliding through the wreckage of our shattered schemes. Broken glass, a prism of 1,000 lies. Underneath the surface where the spirit dies. Cutting like a diamond, shining like a blade. Watching the beauty and the memory fade. Broken glass, the debris of a fragile world. Into the vacuum of the chaos.
I'm not afraid to bleed.
Il dolore verità.
Shatter the ceiling, shatter the walls.
Watch as the ivory tower falls. Crack, split, reflect, destroy. Broken glass, a prism of 1,000 lies.
Underneath the surface where the spirit dies.
Cutting like a diamond, shining like a blade. Watching the beauty and the memory fade. Broken glass, the debris of a fragile world. Into the vacuum of the chaos.
Sweeping the pieces,
Glittering the dust.
broken
Glass. I am the frequency within the cyclone's eye. A jagged vibration that refuses to die. Beyond the limits of the human machine, I am the signal in the static between.
Un canto che rompe ogni confine, senza principio e senza la fine. The air in my lungs is a gift from the sky, a thunderous power that will never run dry.
Expand the horizon, open the gates, challenging every decree of our fate. Infinite voice, a resonance without a shore.
A hurricane knocking at the universe door,
Shattering the silence of a billion years.
drying the rivers of 1,000 fears.
Infinite voice, the frequency of the divine.
Where the human and the holy
Finally alive.
Le pareti del tempo cominciano a tremare, mentre il mio petto continua a sognare. I speak to the mountains, I shout to the deep, awakening the giants who have fallen asleep.
I'll tune my throat to the hum of the sun. The race for the finish has already been won. My vocal cords are made of electric wire, conducting the current of a celestial fire. Expand the horizon, open the gates, challenging
sonic revelation.